Hello. Welcome, the boys. Welcome. Welcome back to Total Row. I've made one small change since I last we were last here, and that is that I've decided to run away from attacking here. Just because they massed some forces against me. Discretion often the better part of valor. But now, really, I've got Ars and Tarakar on my mind. What I'm going to do with this guy is very quickly see if we can... No. We're not quite there yet. Once we've got all our siege engines built, I think we'll be an unstoppable force. Although we're suffering attrition. Okay, I'm going to break siege. And on the way back, I'm going to attack these guys. And I'm just going to water resolve that because it's a tiny little fight. I want to get into a big old scrap today if I can. With some proper big armies. But the aim is the same as before. Destroy Carthage so they cannot destroy us. Red Eye update, if you're watching, is the eyes are less red than they were. Marginally. Not much, but enough. Can still see out of them, which is a real bonus. Kill all our foes. Right, they're out of moves. You can garrison yourself at Ars, or just outside Ars for the time being. We'll start moving back this way. Cut behind them. That should really upset them. Let's go and have a look and see what's happening in the north. Super plane, hold on tight. Yeah, he's off there because he is going to come this way, probably. These are my chums, aren't they? Taking. I think we get on. So best not to upset the apple cart, you know. Right, got 4,000 gold. See, these are so strategically unimportant. I probably shouldn't be thinking about them. I mean, I know they probably were strategically important in the ancient world, but for me, not so much. But yeah, okay, let's make. Okay, I'll make some more room so we can build more there as well. Okay, let's end the turn. Here we go. Oh, I can issue an edict in one of my fully controlled. Well, if Carthage is one of those, then I'm definitely gonna. No, rubbish. I want them to start Romanizing. Can here though. Edict. Okay, Romanization. So make everyone feel like Romans. So if they feel like Romans, they won't want to overturn me, will they? And I do have some points to spend over here, I think, don't I? Yeah. Oh, blimey, so both the army and the... Okay, let's choose that. And then the general, let's level him up. Of course, he was my great... I should actually probably bring him into Ars, shouldn't I? Because he was my great administrator. It's quite possible we're getting into the part of the game where I'm losing touch with my generals and forgetting why they're there. Okay, I'm going to need to deal with that. Let's see if I can't sue for peace with the Gauls as well for now. But I do have a force I can bring. I mean, I can bring 3 armies into the into this theatre, so... Cool, they're attacking the ghouls up there, so that's probably exactly what I'm going to do. That should really annoy them. Okay. Increase in rank for my general, who's, again, increasing in rank just by standing there. No, can't do that yet. I like Fearsome Warrior, it's my favourite one. Tactician, let's get him off on his long march down to here. That should surprise them nicely. Let's get you right down here. You stay there because I don't trust the ghouls one little bit. Let's get our Emperor back home, shall we? Because his unit is stuffed. He really is suffering attrition out there. Okay, I think we're... Okay, I think we're all right now. We're increasing our numbers again. Gonna have to rethink that strategy down there, though. Worries me that... to be fair, it's a very small... It's a very small army. I suspect we could probably hold most of what we've got. Okay. So what I want is this guy from the north to come down, take this threat out, and then move from arse up here. I think these two are going to try and attack me here in Quart Hadshit. So is that how you pronounce it? Quart Hadshit. Quart Hadshit. It's probably deeply racially insensitive. I'm sorry if anyone is offended by my pronunciation of Quart Hadshit. Okay, we're still let's end the turn. We need to take some settlements because I'm running out of money, really. Yeah, I think the Midi is essentially I don't know if that goes uncontested because it's not developed enough to defend against him. I'm really not sure. I'm assuming it's a he. Given that he's a massive monster and an arsehole. These guys are right. I think I made friends with the right people. Very pleased with myself. What a skilled diplomat. It's something I can do once the lockdown ends. Edict cancels. Bread and Games. A decline in your faction's Imperium has diminished your authority. Consequently, the governor of this province can no longer carry out your edict. Good lord. Research. Siege. Okay, what am I currently researching in? Not Siege. 6 until the numeration reforms are complete. But that's a paid army. There we are. See, look, he just retook Dimidi by walking into it, really. But that's fine. We'll go back to LOL. We'll take him out. It's not a problem. Okay, so he's encamped. So what? He's just sitting outside my city and staring at me, essentially. Why are you all sat in a boat? Not into those waters. I don't understand why they'd want to go and just sit in a boat and watch the city. Oh, it's pretty from the water though, isn't it? It's pretty from the water. Everything's prettier from the water. Except sharks. I've never seen a shark in the water, but if I did... I almost got eaten by a shark, or potentially. I was, when I was 7 years old. And I was on holiday in New Zealand. And it was Christmas time. And my cousin and I had been given snorkeling kits for Christmas. And we were happily snorkeling around in a quiet bay. Lifted our heads and realised that all the adults had got out of the water. Looked up and they were waving at us, so we waved back. Because, we were, lovely kids. And very polite to our elders and betters. and put our heads back under the water again and paddled around a little longer. And then put our heads up again and everyone was waving, so we waved back. And then I think it was my older cousin who realised they weren't waving, they were asking us to come back in. All the adults had got out of the water because there was a shark warning, and left the 2 children, a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old, left the 2 children in the water. And were so petrified of the sharks, they were just waving at them and asking them to come back in. Isn't that amazing? That was, ladies and gentlemen, The Void. That was 1980s for you. Right, let's end the turn so we can get into some action in a minute. Oh, he's having a go at LOL now. Once my... Oh, what's going on here? That guy's tooled up, isn't he? The ghouls are pretty fierce, just like in Asterix.
The storm has raged long, but now...
Yeah, go on, let's have a peace treaty. I could do the money, frankly. You'll keep. We'll keep for another day.
We seek trade and
Yeah, let's trade. I bought a chainsaw. Got a lot of wood in my garden that needs cutting, so I bought a chainsaw. And I was very excited to get this chainsaw. Got tons of work to do. But now the chainsaw's arrived, turns out I'm terrified of the chainsaw. I'm worried I'm going to cut my leg off. I'm really clumsy. I don't think I'm the right sort of person to have bought a chainsaw. I don't know what I was thinking of, to be honest with you. If anyone out there in the void has any chainsaw experience, I'd love to know about it. See what I've got to prepare. Apparently kickback's the thing I've got to prepare myself for. They can kick back, and I think when they kick back, that's when they cut your legs off. And I don't know. I've got so used to these legs. I don't know at my age whether I really want to sort of relearn legs, to be honest with you. Okay, let's end turn go again. It's all a waiting game at the moment. This game can get like that. You can have these little flurries of action where you're fighting all the time, and then suddenly all you do is you're sort of managing your regions as best you can. I can't believe they've just retaken us so easily. I'm going to see about that. Oh, they'll be ever so upset though when I creep up behind them. I take Tarako, won't they?
Our coffers are not so full that further tribute from your people...
Yeah, fine, whatever. Have the money. You gave me loads more than that, so I'm still up. As long as I'm up on the deal, that's all that matters. All the atmosphere. It's all very quiet now. Not very many people really sort of getting into big scraps that I can see. Oh, my veteran. He's upgraded, so let's upgrade him. Fearsome. Oh, he's okay. Arsonist. Centurion. Let's make him a centurion. Knock those horrible bunch into line. Right, I've got something in my household to deal with. It's actually a different person. One of our family members has been apprehended outside the Senate. She attacked a senator who had spoken ill of her husband, stabbing him through the tongue with a hairpin. Well, you can't leave that unpunished, can you? That's really... Unless she was like, you really need a piercing, bruv. I am going to give you a piercing that you'll never forget. I'm going over here. Still my main target are the Carthaginians. Oh, there's a little walk over there. 93% remaining, that's pretty good. Going to be very British and take Gibraltar in a minute, and then hold on to it for no really good reason. Okay, let's change that into a civilian colony. Suburbia. Let's make it a good place to live. Let's make it a good place to live. I'm all for that. I am all for my citizens enjoying living in beautiful, beautiful Rome that I'm creating for them all. So this should be a walkover. No, because it's reasonably well garrisoned. Okay. We'll continue the siege this time. I can't move my forces here yet. But I wonder if he's going to move once I sort of, because I'm coming round this way. I'm wondering if that's going to make him move. Okay, how are we here? Almost back to full health. It's just the governor's unit that isn't back up to full speed, but he's going to be taking back those two very, very quickly, I can assure you. Come on, let's get into some fighting. The fighting's the bit, isn't it? Okay. Let's then turn. See if we can't get ourselves into a nice big fight in a minute. Here we go. Had to think about it. Ran away. Man after my own heart. I like to have a think about it and run away. Hide. Don't come out for 3 or 4 weeks. Works for me. See, I'm hoping that these guys... Stop pointing. I'm hoping that these guys are sort of grinding each other into the ground, to be honest with you. So let me do what I want to do. All about the Iberian Peninsula at the moment. Wonder if my Scipio now is called Scipio Africanus, like the geezer who conquered Carthage. Yeah, I thought he'd have a good rep back home, wouldn't you? Attrition, so I'm... Okay, I'm suffering attrition here. Ah, most joyous news, a healthy child is born, a future pillar of the family and the people. Decimus Julius Drusus. Vicious words. After being publicly chastised, she apologised, but that was not the end of it. The patrician women rallied to the women's cause and openly mocked your family for what they saw as an act of cowardice. Oh. Well, I mean, I thought she was out of order, but, you know, to each their own. That's quite a well-protected settlement. Right. Town to Gibraltar we go. No, I'm going to have that. Thank you very much. There we go. There comes a point when it's so overwhelmingly in one side's favour. It's just not worth playing the game on the map. For the time it takes to load and do it, you might as well just auto-resolve it. Let's upgrade these skills. Yeah, there we go. It's becoming quite an impressive general. These guys are weakening Tingis for me at the moment, which is very nice of them. Do I dare travel north out of Quart Haddash? It's a hell of a name. I'm just going to win the turn. There we go. Warning. Oh, hold on. Didn't realise I had things I could upgrade here. What's the point of having grain pits? You've got no grain to put in it. Now we're in my turn. No, I won't. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. Now I'm in my turn. And I'm going to go off to the side of the screen and cough. I left it over there, Void, so you're safe. It's all very peaceful in Greece, isn't it? So, I mean, it's not what you hear, is it? You hear it was all quite violent, but I don't know, it's been peaceful. Nice, if anything. Okay, ships. Well, we know my rule of thumb, don't we? I really hate ship combat. And even against really weak navies, I have a habit of losing, so... Rather than take the time to get better, learn from my mistakes, just cheat. This, I think you'll find, is the 21st century. If it's too hard, cheat. Oh, they took Tingis. Oh, good for them. Oh, then it's time to give the Carthaginians one hell of a surprise on the... Oh! Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Triumph. What a lovely animation. Oh, I'm welling up with pride. A real triumph through that actual Rome. How marvellous. Look at that, they love it. My face is, the reason my face is red there, it's not woad or war paint or that. I'm just a bit embarrassed to be in front of everyone, really. It's just doing my job. Lucius Cornelius Scipio. This man has shown unfaltering devotion to Rome. He's a true Roman hero. We honour him and celebrate his glorious victories. Having conquered an entire people, this general has earned Roman admiration. +4, etc., etc. Oh, who's that that's... Well, I'm glad they're glad. I don't know, I don't think I'm going to look too closely into what they're glad about. Right, is this eased up any at all? No. Still not really. I'm going to starve them out. Or I'm going to do what I've been equivocating about. I'm going to move him, and we're just going to retake Ars to start with. Yeah. Gnaeus Scipio. It's another one of the Scipio boys. Good lads. Good lads, Scipio lads. We're going to bring overwhelming numbers, and let's see about you coming back and reinforcing here. He should do something, shouldn't he? He should try and retake that at the very least, you would have thought, but we shall see. Right, talking of which, old big boy here, fresh from his triumph in Rome. Harbour. Nope, can't do anything more. I'm kind of out of cash. Let's have a look at... Yeah, okay, so let's retake. Here. Certainly not going to be attrition being an issue here. Must be horrible living here at the moment, under siege by me. What a shame. Right, come on. End the turn.
Carthage offers you the chance to live. You would be wise to take it.
Yeah, you're in a strong position to be threatening me like that, sunshine, aren't you?
This morning, when I awoke...
Yeah, it's a shame, innit? This morning when I awoke, I didn't realise I was such an idiot. That's what I think you're trying to say. I have a plan. I'll share it with you as it evolves, Void, I promise. But I know what I'm going to do. My northern plan's fine. I'm going to siege them out. or just bring tons more forces and auto win, because that's, you know, what weak men do. No, I think we can probably storm this one, can't we? Let's recruit them. Enemy spies burn some of the ammunition of your army. Very frustrating. Right. From us. So we've now got reserves, which means... Oh, they took a pooping, didn't they? Come on, let's run in and have it. It's about time I battled on the map, isn't it? Oh, it's exciting, an actual battle! Alright, my legion, my first Italian legion, is bigger than the garrison army and the garrison fleet put together, so we should be set fair here. We just need to get this annoyance dealt with before we can really put Carthage to the sword, I think. Then the business with its rest of the Iberian Peninsula for me. Betray my enemies. Betray my what they called allies. Excuse me. Hey Fever. Hey Fever, how are you? All rain. It's a horrible day today. All this rain. It's making my hay fever worse. I don't need that. Give me grody eyes and snotty nose. It's a bad scene, man. The Battle of Tarraco. 259 BC. This will be a day long remembered. Okay, let's start deployment. We've got a lot of equipment to attack them with. Where's that? Okay, let's have at it. Let's go.
Missiles ready and waiting. Now! We should thank the gods, men, for the opportunity that lies before us. Glory as we go over the walls. Plunder aplenty beyond. And wine and
And wine and stuff.
infantry!
Just swarm them. I've definitely got too much equipment here. You guys can drop it. You drop it. You're moving. You drop it. You go over there. You go over there. You go over there. What we do, we create a group out of you guys, and you can reinforce my other brave troops. Let's fast forward to the walls. Only not quite. Now I should. Oh, my forces are reinforcing behind me. It's a pain. But you guys can be a group. And you'll come in if you're needed. I'm not even going to put them in the fray if they're not needed. You go over there. You go over there. You go over there. You'll be part of the charge. Once we get going, you hold back until I need you. In fact, what you're doing is you are going to line up here, and then you guys are going to come here, and you're going to guard my rear, thank you. If you just keep an eye on my rear, please. Worried about my rear. Worried these ghouls might get right up into it.
Melee infantry ready.
Roger, melee infantry ready.
Advance
Haven't really got anyone on their walls, so I'm going to beat... Or are they going to burn this to the... Burn it to cinders. It's a horrible job. That you're just getting peppered there. Okay, but these three... Come on then, you've opened the gate. So let's go and fight. That's what they want. Fight, 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 fight. You fight them. That's it, you fight them. You throw spears at them. That'd be absolutely perfect, guys. Thank you. It's really what we're looking for. Lovely. Little cavalry group at the back here. Go and wait there out of harm's way. Up you go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Oh, it's a nice early running away from the Gauls. I like that very much. Have my reserve troops come up yet to reinforce them? No, they're still on their way. Let's get you up there. Yeah, it's not going great there, but you know, we are attacking on many fronts. Now these guys kind of seem like this is where it's going. Okay, more cavalry to add to this cavalry. What we really want to do is go flying through those gates and absolutely marmalise everybody. It's going okay at the moment. Got troops in. Yeah. Throw stuff at them. So, this group, let's turn and see if we can't turn and face them. There we go. We just line an army up against them, see how they fancy getting off their boats, really. Whatever you do, do it quick. Don't really need you guys. No. 1 and 2. I lost the battle at the gates. No. It's hard to tell whether I'm winning it or losing it, to be honest with you. Got quite a lot on here. Okay. Go and attack the next unit. Go on. You go and attack them. Still got it on quick. No wonder it was getting away from me. Sort of roaming band there that I am approaching with spearmen, which is fine. Their swords are about to get surrounded.
Jupiter gives us strength.
There we go. Move it on in. I'm kind of ignoring what's happening then. Oh yeah, they aren't going anywhere, are they? They aren't going anywhere. Right. Cavalry.
General!
Group.
Group ready and awaiting orders. Saki Astarte. Hack them down!
Need to get it out of the way, really. Oh no. Oh no, and they got mates stood so close. You in there. You in there. Oh, we're almost done here. We are almost done here.
Romans ready for duty.
You guys. Did he just say Romans ready for Chuchi?
Attack that position.
Wanna play Choo Choo Train? Ready for Choo-Choo, sir? Choo-Choo! Stupid Romans, don't you know the trains haven't been invented yet, have they? Stupid Romans.
Melee infantry. Glory to Rome. Brave Romans to a man. Saki Hastati. Attack.
I mean, they're just scared. Topless geezers. Running scared. There we go. Lost quite a few, but it was a decisive victory. Man, most of those losses then weren't kills by these guys. Just fighting amongst ourselves. It's not good. Come on, troops. I don't want you fighting amongst yourselves. Come on. Look lively! I think that's what they say. I don't know. I've never been in the army, but I think that's what they say. Well done, Sextant Voltus. Very well done. Objective achieved. When attacking across a river, try to soften up the enemy on the far bank by bombarding them with missiles first. See, this advice is always well and good, but, like, what if they've got the same idea? You're just gonna blow each other to bits with, missiles. I don't know. These ancient Romans. I hate the wait for, I want archers. I like archers. I like a range, very long line of archers that just scythe down infantry as they run towards you. It's always very satisfying. And I find in this game they're quite good at running away when the time calls for it as well. Unlike my missile troops here. Oh well. It's a bit of a shame that one unit got completely wiped out and managed no kills. That's possibly bad on my part. But a bit of a cluster F really, because what I wanted to do was bring the cavalry in through the front door once our battering ram had got through it, but that never really happened because they opened the doors and came at us, didn't they? So, what a shame. I've got to make the chainsaw yet. So not only am I a bit scared to wield it, I have to put it together, and I don't have that much faith in myself. So, yeah, I might get someone who knows what they're doing to help me. Oh no, we're in lockdown. I can't, can I? Oh well. Never mind. Hey, RK Mysore conquered me. There you go. Take that, you fiend. There we go.
At your command.
So they still exist, but they're further away now. You can go back and live in arse if you like. Right. Where are you? Come here. This way. Oh. No. Onto the sea then, boss.
At ease, men.
You can take... If you can take that, then I think we'll never have to worry about this guy. But we should probably come... But let's come back there anyway. Okay, let's have a quick spin around our standing orders to see if we can see anywhere that can be upgraded. Right, Carthage can be upgraded. Most of it is Romanizing it, really. Right, workshop. Workshop, yes. Don't know any of those yet, so let's build a workshop. Let's end the turn. It's winter. We shouldn't be fighting in the winter. It's not the season for it. It's not right. Interesting. They can have a go, are they?
Retreat!
Live to fight another day.
Drop anchor.
I was going to cough there. I had a cough panic. Panic at the Cough disco. It's all very like I don't know how authentic the music is, but it's if it's for real, like the Romans really like their chilled out stuff, didn't they? The Romans would have loved Portishead, loved Portishead. I made it as far as Bristol. Yeah, of course I did. And the Orb, it's all very chilled out. Apparently, if you play the Orb before your stream, you don't get copyright strikes when you put it on YouTube. Isn't that amazing? Right. Okay. So Siege Technology asked me to. Siege Technology asked me to research next, didn't it? I'm going to raise an army in Carthage. Do not be concerned, people of Thapsus. I am with you. Research. Siege. No. Yeah, that's Siege, isn't it? Yeah. So, boiling oil. Let's research that. It's only 3 turns. Hopefully I'll get within the time limit. Right, let's go and raise a general in Carthage. Basically what I like the excuse me, it's who I like the best look of best. I like him. I like you, I choose you. Recruit. Okay, let's see how many troops we can get here. They are. It's not the biggest army in the world, but you know. Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? I should never laugh. My laugh tolerance is very low. Ah. Ooh. Yes. Yeah. Lol. You didn't expect that to happen, did you? All the lols, la 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 la. Cool, glad I got my mic adjusted the way I have. You ought to have my stomach going then.
We live for battle.
Okay,
we dream
what
of
have we got
it.
to do?
We relish it as others do a fat goose. And you look plump.
You like war, and you relish it the way you do a fat goose. We're the Romans, mate. You're a knob. Don't attack us. Haven't you read your history books? Weirdo. Oh, I'm so emotional. Not going to tell you what I think your flag looks like. Another family seeks to adopt one of your characters. Allow the adoption. Rebellion them. Oh, blimey. It's going to be a rebellion. Political intrigue. New political intrigue has developed. Offer of adoption. Lucretia, House of Julia. She's accepted the offer and pledged allegiance to a new party. Now she serves their interests. That's fine. Oh. In fallacious news, many slaves have escaped their bonds and are now marauding through the countryside, bringing chaos and death to any who encounter them. Don't like the sound of that. Spain is out of control. It's off the hook. It's unreal. What's going on? Right, come on, Emperor. Sorry, not Emperor. Not an Emperor. Just a dictator. Just an ordinary dictator. Not looking for a fight, mate. Just looking to starve you out, that's all. There you go. Just looking to starve all of the people. Okay, so you can go and reinforce up here. I want hourly Bruce Forsyth impressions. Good game, good game. You remember in the 70s? And there was a guy, well, no, earlier than the 70s. I think he was broadcasting sort of 50s, 60s, 70s. A guy called Alan Wicker. He used to go around the world. And there was this society that always seemed to get on TV, the Alan Wicker Society. Now, I can't remember whether it's a Monty Python thing or whether it really was just a bunch of nutters who used to dress up like this reporter and I can't remember it. He was posh. I always got him and Roger Whittaker the Whistler mixed up. I don't know how either, but you know, what can you do? Civil settlement, farming settlement? No, it's a civil settlement, isn't it? Market settlement. Let's make it the centre of... In that position there on the Mediterranean, it should be a market settlement, shouldn't it? Okay, nothing going up here. Right up here, we'll strike north with you in a minute. Up here, I think. See how you like it there. Right, send this turn. Whoa, 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 whoa.
We
Oh,
will
you're right.
return! Our voyage is done.
Oh, that was one of those sneezes. That was one of those sneezes that it feels like you've
Treaty between us would
gone
see
upside down
our
in the
people
pool.
Both stronger.
Oh, that's not good. The pain's up in my sinuses. It's not good. Epidemos, that's where they invented skin. I think in the next 100 years or two, skin will be invented. At the moment, all these people are running around as uncovered freaks. You see muscle masses and slave revolt. Oh, slave revolts. Dangerous, dangerous things. Of course, it's worth remembering as we sort of sit here in our God position that what we're observing is a slave economy. All the menial tasks are done by unpaid slave labour. And as lovely as that might be for the people who aren't slaves, really very bad for slaves. So it's not good to be a slave person. So the Romans were, on balance, bad. You know, for all their great achievements, you can't say ever that the Romans were the good guys because they so transparently weren't the good guys. Okay, right. Let's take you into port and see if I can't. No. No recruitment options. I need to go to one of my ports that's a military port. And then the other side of the bloody Mediterranean. There we go. Let's create one at arse. Oh, no, military wharf. There we go. Amphitheatre. Can't do anything else. Might as well end my turn. Good lord. Right, after this ends, I am going to take a quick 5-10 minute break, and I will be back after that. I'm not prepared to say what I'm going to be doing in my 5 to 10 minute break. I'm going to leave it mysterious. I'll be stretching my legs as per government guidelines. I'm thinking probably this is going to be the last of Total Rome for this week. I think I'll play Total War maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I know today's Thursday, but maybe look at like a Trucking Thursday, play American Trucking Simulator, and then maybe something different on a Friday. We'll see. I've got a game I want to start next week, so we'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to play this the whole way through. Just play this probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and it's just a casual playthrough, as you may have gathered. Yeah, run away. Corruption. It is not always easy for the Senate to watch over the provincial governors. Some, like this man, abuse the position. What should be done? Punishment. Senate lauds your efforts to advance Rome's military potential, but feels that you would benefit from the further development of siegecraft techniques. Research technology in the following siege. Yes. I did it. Mission failed. The Senate decrees that a member of our noblest patrician family be tasked with serving Rome's interests in the provinces. Recruits. Well, I haven't. Yeah, okay. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I got to hold my hands up and just say, yeah, mate, I couldn't be bothered. I didn't do it. What we're going to do about it is just going to be some sort of formal sanction. Will it go on my permanent record? I don't know. They're not being very clear. As employers, I have to say, oh, they're in trouble. Let's just leave them. Just leave them. Right, I got all carried away then and forgot that I said that I was going to have a break. So I'm going to go for a quick 10-minute break, and I will be back in 8 mo. back. Hello. That was nice. I'm thinking in a moment, as I sort of develop my settlements, I might try. I might try on one of the settlements. I might try swiping a Italian trouser repairman. It'll be called Euripides. How did that happen? They've taken arse again.
At your command.
Stop taking arse.
Besieging the settlement. We hunger for battle. Ready
Good.
for orders.
Kill 'em.
Victory for Rome!
Yeah, I should think so too. Right, go and get your trousers mended at Euripides. Euripides. It's such a bad joke, I'm so sorry. Oh, probably borderline as well. I'm not really covering myself in glory with that crack. Right. Research technology. Let's research Central Grain Warehouse. So that's all about cutting down attritions. Cutting down on obstetricians. It's not by the sea, so there's no point. Jupiter, by Jupiter. I can't raise one to two Tartis, so Asterix wouldn't be happy. It's not my job. It's not my job to keep Asterix happy. What am I talking about? It's not. That's not my job.
Fleet reporting.
Okay, I can upgrade here. This is all about converting. Romanizing, slowly romanizing. Ending the turn. Oh. Got skills to assign.
We hunger for
Not you.
battle. Commander,
Not you.
it is an honor
Not you.
to serve Rome.
How can I be of assistance?
Oh yeah, you're still alive, aren't you? I'll come back to you. I'll tell you what, actually. Go to Masala for me. Yeah, if you like. I haven't got enough money to pay her. Never mind. Oh, you kick back. Enjoy yourself. Live life.
Ready for battle.
So where's me fella that...
Ready for battle.
Marcus... Screw it, I don't know. Hey, hello. How are you, Hybrid, sorry. It's good to see you. Ooh. Hybrid, I'm so sorry. It's very small on my screen, and I've got my eyes, they're very red. I'm hoping they're not going to fall out on stream over the next couple of days. Come on. I'm going to get killing. So I'm going to get subversion. An enemy champion has assaulted the soldiers guarding your settlement, causing casualties and weakening the garrison. Good lord. I'll have to do something about this shortly.
Commander,
Mission issued. It's the opinion of the Senate that a fleet should be raised to ensure the protection of Rome's possessions. Yes, probably Thapsus. Let's do it. Let's go and do it now. Let's go to Thapsus and raise an army, a fleet even. There we go. And raise forces. This guy, look at him. He looks like a big Anson brute. There we go. Recruit. Yes, thank you. A little bit of extra money to recruit some units. Look at this.
Rome needs more ships.
Let's go for a little bit of everything, really. Let's have a spread. There we go. Right, let's go over here. Oh no, they've taken... This is just getting ridiculous.
For Rome, we hunger for battle.
Right, and then
Commander,
scare them off. I think we're actually going to have to commit to taking them out. Unless I can get... Whoops. Unless I can get... You...
fleet reporting.
to take these guys.
Set up a block.
If they've got no settlements and I win here,
Siege to the settlement.
absolutely no point in me playing that on the map. I can't remember if they've got any more settlements at the moment. If not, I've just destroyed their faction, which means they won't be doing that to me anymore. And I have to decide who I want to attack next.
Ready for battle.
Yes, an upgraded dictator, that's what we all want.
Commander,
He's got a traditional wife. Just a traditional wife. Don't want nothing flashy. Fierce warrior. Commander of men. All of those things and more. Right. So somewhere there's still a Carthaginian settlement. I'm going to need to range out and find that, aren't I? At some point. Where are we? No. How about down here? No.
ready for battle.
I've had enough of these guys.
Game.
It's time for you to taste some
Settlement for
Roman
Rome.
metal. There we go. That'll do nicely.
Besieging settlement.
It's a strong army. I've no reason to believe it shouldn't be excellent.
Honor to serve Rome.
Ah, he's the fella that needed the upgrade. There we go. Right.
Ready for orders.
At some point, eh? At some point. No recruitment options whatsoever. I need to get building, don't I? Okay. How about here? Nope. But can I get better unit type shit? Have I built? Yeah. Oh, oh, I do love me a unit of war dogs. Oh, got spearmen. Let's get some Histari.
Needs good
Histarii. Aye. Oh, okay. I've got an unassigned skill.
ready for orders.
The thing is, I need to keep on top of the skill points because it makes the armies fight more efficiently.
We hunger for battle. Commander,
There we go. There we go. It's just no, can't do that or that. I've got to assign a new one to him, but he's not the rightful sovereign. He can be a military logistician and commander of men is useful to have as well because that keeps your armies nice and loyal to you. Because it's ever so inconvenient when they rout. Can I still upgrade here? Have I got any? No, I haven't got the money left. Just end the turn. So how are you today, Hybrid Dolphin? Are you good? Don't suppose you know anything about chainsaws. I bought a chainsaw and I'm terrified of it. I mean, I need to use it, but I'm worried I'm going to cut my legs off. I'm so clumsy.
This is a time for
Should never have
just,
done it.
proud men to unite in strength.
Yeah, that works
That
for me
is
at the
why
moment.
I
I don't really want
proposed
you on my
this.
back as well as everyone else.
My people value strength and courage, but wisdom.
It looks like that force I've got just outside of Quart had a discretion, better part of valor.
For
I don't want to take on all of their forces at once. I don't know if I've got any choice. Come on in. Bring it on. Bring it on. Let's have a fight. Oh, it's exciting. This could break either of us. Of course, I've got more forces in the area than they have, so. But I don't know if their flag doesn't look a little bit. I don't know whether it's my mind or whether their flag doesn't look a little bit suspect. I have a worry. Was it me or did my camera go then? A bit flickery. It's constantly wobbling. It's in such a precarious position you wouldn't believe it. Oh, well that's good. I'm going to start the battle right at the bottom of a hill. That's useful. I'm going to take it. Okay, let's group them.
Troops and ready.
No, it's not what I want to do. Group.
General, by your command.
Group. Let's move up here. Pick a formation, any formation. Not any formation. Keep it tight, keep it high and tight.
I pray to the gods that I may be worthy of my ancestors today.
Let's get those horse archers out here. Enemy reinforcements are approaching. Let's hope they're approaching from behind and we'll just fight them one at a time. I think there's every chance we're going to be stronger than they are just because they've got a numerical advantage. I think the advanced troops that I've got are maybe better than them. Skirmish mage units will keep safe distance. Yes, No, I don't want them skirmish, do I? It's the opposite. I've done wrong.
Orders?
I want them to run away. Skirmish tactics and movement. Skirmish mode unit will be kept safe distance. Yeah, no, so they do want to be in skirmish mode.
As you command, your orders. By your command.
I want them to fire. I want them to run behind my other troops. Keep our flanks safe. Keep nice and straight. I don't think they're going to come over this way. I think they are going to walk straight up to me. Let's have a look at them. Let's see what we're facing. Yeah, rabble, as I thought. Absolute rabble. Is that a Barcelona kit he's got on? Or? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's just a strolling apart for them, isn't it? They look a little too casual and confident. Are they bare-legged or have they just got really weird trousers? Am I being racially insensitive again? Oh, we got here spearmen. Spearmen. I can't see any cavalry units apart from the general, so that might come in handy in a mo. As long as I keep mine back, I should be laughing. Maybe.
Citizen
Right.
cavalry.
Let's put you behind there, just so you're in a position. But we're not going to need cavalry to ride out and meet cavalry, so speed up the whole process a little bit. I think it's really noob friendly actually. I think Rome 2 in particular has a really good tutorial to start with. And I think it's got a range of settings as well that can make it really satisfying to play. So if you are new, you whack it down to the easiest possible setting. And it can sort of, it will be kind to you. But I always find on the tactic I tend to use on Total War games like this is just don't split your troops and don't move around unnecessarily. If you can stand and fight, it's dead easy, but they can be really satisfying and they take a hell of a long time to play as well. I mean, I really enjoy them. Rome 2 is a really good place to start because it's got the more modern maps. The Warhammer games are okay, but you have to know quite a lot of the lore for them to be truly satisfying. I think a friend of mine, Nick Sight, who streams late at night, he had a problem with like learning the lore in Warhammer. Cool, yeah, no, you should get it. I don't think it's very expensive. I know Attila, which is a slightly smaller game, but played essentially on the same map, is quite cheap in Steam at the moment. Yeah, that's it. You let your okay. I need to slow this down a little bit. Okay, so all of my missile troops have run back. Okay. I've got more. There's obviously cavalry come up in their reinforcements because they've just attacked my flank, which is not really what you want, especially when it's your general's unit. Wow. Rome 2 for £7 is amazing value. I think. It's a lot of game here. And you can certainly play it in greater detail than I tend to. Okie dokie, so I need to get that cavalry to run away long enough for my sword cavalry to engage them. Oh, blimey. Ah, that's a problem. Bring my reserve up. What's wrong with this big long line? Is you're not blessed with tons and tons of reserves. It's possible I might not win this one. Okay, I'm going to bring these guys round, bring them into the battle. Start to close in on them from the flanks. Are these guys fighting? See, they should be really good. They're the general's troops. They should be quite good, but seems like we're whittling them down. This view's terrifying. I can just see banner after banner after banner. What is satisfying as well is sort of you do get there's in certain parts of these games there's historical reenactment. I think on this one you can replay is it the Battle of Tuburg where the Germans basically ambushed the Romans in the forest and absolutely decimated them. But there's loads of preset scenarios you can play if you just want a quick battle. But I love playing the grand campaign on these things. Because I'm a megalomaniac. Okay. Oh, right, I've broken their general. I have broken their general. But I think we're just going to get overwhelmed here. I'm not sure how long we're going to be able to hold this. No, okay, hold the line. I don't want those guys to double round unless they have to. Still some sort of line, but it's messy old fighting in here. Some of their units are breaking against our swordsmen. That's what I was talking about. I know that the units I'm using here are superior to theirs. It's just their sheer numbers causing me so many problems at the moment. But my missile troops have excuse me My missile troops have nicely taken up some slack. I can bring my general into play and get him in the middle to try and inspire the troops in the middle.
Cohors Parati!
It's not an absolute annihilation at the moment, but it's not good. I'm losing units. These guys are coming back very tentatively. Definitely getting some slowdown and some lag here because of the size of the armies and the crappiness of my computer. They are. I mean, we look less like a rabble than they do, don't we? Oh, blimey. There we go. That's my general's influence now. Pushing into this centre. Which actually doesn't look too terrible now. Oh, but they've still got...
Velites! Domine! Missiles awaiting
Still got
targets.
cavalry troops. And these guys have broken behind us. Good lord. A scrub, apparently. Okay, so that makes me feel a bit more confident, although it's not good to have lots and lots of... Oh, dear me. No, they've broken behind me. We're in trouble now.
Ready and waiting.
We are in trouble now.
Ready and waiting.
If they, yeah, look, like these guys are now attacking the back of that centre line. That's going to leave us in a fair bit of difficulty. But I think we're making a good account of ourselves, if nothing else. Bring them into the centre, see if we can help a little bit, because they're standing out there not really doing very much at the moment. And I've still got my missile troops.
On my order, withdraw!
Yeah, we're breaking now. And once we start breaking like that, we're going to break big time.
To a man!
They've just absolutely collapsed and surrounded our centre. Sugar! But we can handle defeats as well as victories. The hope is...
Withdraw!
Let's withdraw everybody.
Back! Withdraw! Back! Back!
Got that, that's fine. They're all withdraw. It's not a problem. We will rebuild
On my order!
and challenge them again. It was a tall order. There were three armies I had to face there, so I'm letting myself off. I shouldn't let myself off. It was foolish. I should have run away, really. Okay. We didn't really justify it in kills either. That sort of tells a lie to the superior troop types. Never mind. Maybe I'll send the boss over there, or I'll send the dictator. That wasn't bad though, 10 minutes to lose horribly. That was a very effective unit. They've got some really effective units. They took some big numbers. They did too, they did. We'll see. If we get a more even match, I think I'll walk over them. So Lucius Scipio, so he's... Can't remember what his relationship is to our dictator. Same name though. In war we must leave room for strokes of fortune and accidents that cannot be foreseen. Sounds like old matey from The Last Kingdom always goes on about slipping on people's entrails, which is pretty grim. Very glad I didn't live in the ancient world. Brutal and violent. I think my version of Rome 2 really hates having Streamlabs running at the same time as it. Gets quite laggy, unfortunately. The best way to avoid being flanked is to stop the enemy flanking force from arriving. Yeah, I didn't do very well at that at all. They really sort of broke down my right side really quickly as well. Yeah. Oh, I suppose you feel emboldened now, don't you? Okay. Oh. That push at the end was so impetuous. I've lost my general. Sugar. This is gold piece to pay the ferryman. Look at how sophisticated Roman homes were, and I think about in the UK in particular, that once the Romans left, despite the fact they've been living with like central heating technology and stuff like that, because no one left in England knew how that technology worked, it all just fell into disrepair. No one sort of no one kept it running, so the standard of living once the Romans left was rubbish. See, because they did do some good things. They invented some very interesting technologies. There we go. Lucius Cornelius Scipio is a deed man. Where's he? No? Okay. Oh, here we go. Some fool has been caught defacing the temple of Jupiter. Punish himself. That's what you do. As much as that always works against me. I've got a mine. No way of generating troops, so let's go there. I always like a delicatessen because I like a nice sandwich. There we go. Make the port a bit larger. I think
we hunger for battle.
I'm afraid we cannot. Advance.
there. I think you can. Oh, that's such a walkover. I'm auto battling this. I really like the auto battle feature. It makes sense because it saves you playing the games that would last 5 seconds. Let's go after him again and finish him off. There we go. Good stuff.
Make haste, men.
Right.
We hunger. Set up the watch.
You recover because you've got work to do up north. That's not north, is it? It's east. Beg your pardon.
Ready for battle.
Okay, back to arse.
Get to it, men.
And let's get the
Hunger for battle.
let's get the Emperor back on. Let's get the Emperor back on dry land as well.
Call this a garrison.
Call this a garrison. Well, so my
To serve.
see if we can't make that a little larger.
Rome needs more
There we go. Okay, we're in turn. There's nothing much more we can do. I like how some of the names are vaguely familiar, and some of these cities have just passed into legend. I mean, I'd love to go on holiday in Spain to Arse. Nothing would give me greater pleasure than to tell people that's what I was doing. Another triumph. People of Rome celebrating their heroes. Me. Lovely. Oh. Thought I was stepping down to be humble there. They did like a toned calf muscle, the Romans. Red-faced again because I'm so embarrassed at my brilliance. How you doing, Wembley Stadium? This man is shown no falter. Yes, this man is shown no falter and devotion to Rome. He's a true Roman hero. We honour him and celebrate his glorious victories. Good. I'm pleased. Right. Ooh. Just had one of those weird shivers, like someone's walking over your bloody grave or something. That was unpleasant.
Ready for orders. Leaving the ship.
Let's get you
You have further
up there, and let's have you. Oh my good lord! They've done it again. You sneaky Carthaginians!
Besieging the settlement.
Troublesome, troublesome people.
To battle.
No, don't fancy it. Fair enough. I didn't think so. Okay. So let's move these guys into garrison over here. Just in case. I don't want that to go really easily. But clearly I need you to be there. And you. Don't think I can grow any bigger an army. But I can. Potentially raise an army in my next turn. Which is what I think I'm going to do. Ah, you like the attack? Thank you. It was a birthday present many years ago. It's fully working. It shoots real lasers. I hope you enjoyed that because I've just destroyed my my kitchen. Yes. Hold the cursor over the unit card to see their cost. Oh, it's playing all the sounds now. Thank you.
My unflinching master will burn your cities, your towns, your villages, your dung heaps, until the sky is dark with smoke.
That's very aggressive. And I have to say, I'm not happy with you talking to me like that, Sunshine. It was only a matter of time before Libya came back and started having a go. Yes, mercenaries are very expensive. I was using them really... You're quite right. I should have got rid of the mercenaries and replaced them with my own troops. That is being lazy. Thank you. Yeah, no, it is cool. I love it. It's one of my prized possessions. Right, where are we? I think you're right. I'm going to have a look at those mercenary troops in a minute and see if I can't replace with my own. That was a good tip. Okay, but let's... I just want to garrison this place. I'm getting... didn't let me disband because... Let's disband these guys. And these. And these. I'm going to keep hold of the missile cavalry in a minute. For the minute. Oh, how annoying is this when I could just be going like that? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. One more time for the laser. Bear me a second. I don't know if you caught that it lights up a bit as well, but it's cool. It's got a in the back of it. It's got a speeder bike as well, which is nice. They were doing them a few years ago. I don't know if they're available now. I suspect you can still get something similar. But yeah, they had a load of them. The oversized series. There was a cool, massive Millennium Falcon that I rather coveted as well. But one huge, oversized piece of Star Wars memorabilia is probably big enough. Right, okay, let's have a look at recruiting local units. Okay, that's fine for the time being. Let's get rid of them as well. Probably do need to do some surgery to this. To that army. Right, okay, you're going there. That is fine. Oh, what's not to love? I was watching Empire Strikes Back again in the middle of the night last night when I couldn't sleep. Love. I had to get Disney Plus straight away. I love it. I can't get enough of The Mandalorian. I'm getting very frustrated how slowly they're trickling it out here. Okay. And I'm really enjoying... don't suppose you've watched the Clone Wars at all? I really like the Clone Wars. That's really good fun. Okay, right, end turn. Can't really do much now apart from assign that.
At your command.
Where is he?
Ready for orders. Ready for orders. Ready for orders.
How can I be of assistance?
By being
Your command.
less of a poor spy, really. That's the main deal. Rightful sovereign, no. Ferocious, we're always with the ferocious warrior. Cunning and gravitas. Right, now they're down there.
Ready for battle. Victory for Rome. Put your backs into it, you men.
Sounds really impetuous. Put your backs into it.
Destroy them.
There we go. It's a tiny little force that have been upsetting me up and down this course. Yeah, the older one was cool. I don't know why they... I probably should know, but I don't know why they ended it. I've got it on DVD somewhere. Yeah, absolutely. Not so keen on Harry Potter, that kind of passing by. But I love Game of Thrones, love Star Wars. And I think you're right. They are our Greek epics and our Shakespeare. You're quite right. But it's a retelling of myths, isn't it? And that's what humans have told each other since the beginning of time. We tell each other myths of great. Yes! Finally. Carthage destroyed. But yeah, we've told each other myths, around the campfires forever, and it's sort of, the story of Luke Skywalker and Rey in Star Wars, the story's as old as time. General Grievous was very cool in the original one. I really liked the animation was kind of more dynamic. It was more cartoony, if that makes sense, wasn't it? But I liked the storytelling in the new one. I quite enjoyed Rebels. Was a bit of a heartstring twanger at the end as well. I don't know if you've watched that, but that was a good series. Just want to make sure I'm not really missing anything. I don't really want to spend development points in. I want to spend them in Rome when the opportunity arises. What do we need? There are no farms, so let's another villa and we'll have a farm, I think. Yeah, that's probably, I think, true. There we go. Right. Let's move you. I can't, can I? Yet? No. Okay. I'm done. Stop herming. Very pleased though, I've yeah, it did. It was looser, wasn't it? It wasn't so tight and rigid, the animation style. It was very nice. I think you could well be right, actually. It probably was, but oh man, I was so excited for episode 3.
We do not beg for gold.
Oh yeah, we're over
Only
trade
ask
agreement, always. And I wasn't disappointed. I have a very difficult relationship with the prequels. I do like them. They're films I love, but they had their flaws. But then so did Star Wars. You look at what the rough cut of the original Star Wars, and it was really saved by really good editors.
The shield wall is always stronger when brothers stand together.
Oh, it's an amazing
That is why I
spectacle when
offer
it's at the
a
cinema,
treaty.
without a shadow of a doubt. And I can remember really vividly going to see it with a friend of mine. Okay, that might be worth it. I need to build a force in Rome. I don't like that they're... Oh man. A child is... That's not good. I mean, I know it's very realistic to the brutality of the time, but all the same. Don't bring me down. Okay.
At your command.
Let's go and garrison
Howling
here.
patrols.
Let's...
Are you ready to
There we
serve
go.
Rome?
Right, someone's been up to something they shouldn't have. It's this guy again. Do you mean the first of the prequels or Star Wars A New Hope? Do you mean Phantom Menace? Because I quite like Phantom Menace. It gets a lot of stick, but I think it's a really good family adventure film. which I think is what Star Wars should be. Certainly, like, you know, growing up with the original 3, and they were sort of exciting family adventure knockabout films, and I think The Phantom Menace kind of captures that a little bit. Local fisherman is luring ships onto the rocks near his home and profiting from the wrecks. Punish him. Punish people who are doing wrong things. Okie dokie. Right. We need to start a new campaign. We need to be thinking about who we want to go and hurt next, really. We've still got problems on the Iberian Peninsula with these guys, but I don't think that's going to be too vexing long term. These guys have made friends with us. We're okay. I think it's moving, pushing towards the Libyans and down towards Egypt next. How exciting.
We hunger for battle.
Let's see. Yes, mate. I've got to have a couple of packs of war dogs. I can't help myself. Okay, let's get rid of these. We'll get better. We can do better. There we go. Right. Yeah, I like A New Hope an awful lot. But it's the pure, the New Hope is like the purest version of like the Joseph Campbell hero's journey, isn't it? And actually still, I've heard some criticism that it feels slow, but I still think it feels fast. Even, I mean, the special effects not, but in terms of the editing from scene to scene to scene, it's relatively quick. I just love everything in the Star Wars universe, though. It just feels so comfortable. That's the genius of it. Is George Lucas working with Ralph McQuarrie and creating this beautiful world that you just want to inhabit and think about all the time. It was genius, really. Rather than having that squeaky clean sort of. And I love Star Trek too, but that squeaky clean Star Trek
people wish to offer
future
you
is
gift of
this
gold,
lived-in,
if you will take
grimy
it.
world. Peace treaty? Yes, please. I didn't even know I was at war with you. I'm really not keeping up. Right.
Take this subsidy. Our treasuries were overfull.
Well, for now, we can be friends. That's fine. But it's all going to go off. It's all going to go off in a minute. The man was a thief and punished accordingly. With him gone, trade income improved and foreign ships once again felt safe in our waters. Good. I did the right thing. Right. That is it for today. I'm going to call it a day. Thank you very much for keeping me company. I enjoyed the Star Wars chat. If you watch this one, there's very little detail leaving it out to the imagination. Just how big the Empire is. Yeah, loads of... yeah, you're quite right. There was the gaps. The big problem the prequels had is they told you too much information in some of them and didn't leave enough room for the imagination to creep into. But, you know. But again, thank you very, very much for keeping me company. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you again. I'll be back at 1:30 tomorrow and every day. But, yeah, thank you for coming along on the ride. Fingers crossed. See you tomorrow. Do feel free to follow. And I'll see you when I'm next online.